All right, looks like Coach Day is on with us. So, Coach, if you just want to open it up with some thoughts on today, and then we'll have some questions for you.
Sure. Yeah, I'd like to be quick because I think this is all about the leaders. It's all about the coaches who all stepped up in a big way. Can't say enough about the leaders this week and watching the leadership and watching the way these guys played. Couldn't be any prouder and happier for them. Seeing guys like, Justin and Wyatt and Sean Wade step up, making a huge interception. Haskell Garrett with the, huge play. There was a lot of big plays that were made in that game. Watching Trey Sermon show up in a big way. It was really fun to watch. I thought Drew Crispin had 2 really big punts in the game that got down inside the 5-yard line. That was really huge. And then just the coaching staff. I mean, I couldn't, be prouder of a coaching staff to watch Larry Johnson rally the team, to Kevin Wilson this week drive the offense, Greg Stajawa with the offensive line situation, Mickey Marotti, Kerry Combs down, Craig Madison. We were down 4 full-time coaches this week. Ryan Stamper. So many people had to step up this week on the team and the staff and the coaches, and it's all about them today. And what a great statement about who we are as a culture, as our program. And again, just hats off to everybody there, and just proud. I mean, that was not easy to watch, but I was really proud to see it. And it was great to see our guys pull away at the end.
All right, we'll take just a few questions. Let's go with Austin Ward, Leonard Monroe.
Ryan, when you talk about, the difficulty that everybody's gone through, you're not entirely out of the woods here. I don't know how much you could say, but how many players could be back? Do you have any doubts about playing next Saturday? What is the kind of the next step now as you guys try to get to the finish line?
Well, I'm hoping we start getting some guys back. We had a big number there, and I get going here on Monday, and we get some of the coaches back, and we starting to get some of these guys back into the building. And I think that's huge. And as long as we continue to do a great job like we've done, if you look at what we've done for the last, 4 or 5 months, it's been excellent. We had this one mini outbreak that was hard. We managed it. We did a great job, and here we are. So I'm hoping that's the worst part is behind us, and we can look forward.
We'll go to Doug Lamarice, Cleveland.com.
Ryan, I asked Justin about this. He had a couple throwaways today after the Indiana game where maybe he forced a couple plays. What were the conversations like between the coaches and Justin? And were some of those throwaways today a result of maybe some of the conversations the past couple weeks?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, he knows what happened in the Indiana game, and he had to sit on it. And then we don't have the Illinois game. He has to sit on it for another week. So that was not easy for him. He's so competitive. And you could just see today the way he attacked the game. Just on that one run, chasing down the guy, cutting him off on a long run. I mean, that was just amazing. Some of those creative plays he made with his feet, throws he made down the field. I thought he played really gutsy in a situation where we had to be really careful with the offensive line and what we were doing. And I thought Kevin called a great game, but Justin played gutsy. And like you said, he made great decisions. It wasn't always easy, but he threw the ball away when he needed to. And I thought he took a huge step today.
Thank you.
All right, Jared Smalley, WCMH.
Ryan, I'm just asking because I'm sure fans are curious. How are you as a viewer? How did you watch this game? How did you go about it? Were you able to sit down? Did you have any food beside you? Were you grading the tape as you went along? Just walk us through mentally how you handled this.
I took a lot of notes. I yelled a lot. I got really, really excited on some other plays. Certainly Haskell's play, I was running around the house. Other ones I was screaming and yelling. It was just, it was not easy. This was, again, it's all about the team, but it was a difficult day.
All righty. We'll go to Nathan Baird, Cleveland.com.
Hey, Ryan, from a staff standpoint, having so many guys who can't be there present, what did you reach back to sort of set the foundation for what you've done over the past week and a half as far as game planning? How did you guys, layer that together?
Yeah, we just did a lot of these Zooms right here, just like we're doing right here. This is how we met all week. We met on special teams this week. All of our position meetings were like this. So that part was good. And thank God for technology because, the coaches were able to be a part of all of those conversations, even to leading up to this morning, team meal. And so thank God for technology, because that's how we did it. But so many coaches stepped up in a big way. It's one thing to be in meetings. It's another thing to put it on the field and go through practice and then motivate them to play. And I think you saw a team that was, had great energy, and that's what I saw. I saw a team that had great energy, great toughness, just enjoyed being out there, playing with each other. And so actually saw some smiles there in the fourth quarter, which was awesome to see.
All right, we'll go Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
No position group was hit harder than the offensive line. And that's a line, a unit that needs cohesion so much. How do you think they played, and what was that like trying to get them prepared this week?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Stud, Greg did a great job all week. And I thought watching it just from watching it the way I watched it, I thought they battled. Was it perfect? I'm sure it wasn't perfect, but they battled. And having really one guy play the same position he played the last game, that was Wyatt. Harry had to move, and some other guys were in their first start. Max, Matt, DeJuan Jones, and even I saw Enoch in there. And so it was just great to see those guys battling in there. It was good to see some young guys, Mayan run at the end. It was good to see, Ronnie Hickman run around making some tackles. It was just good to see Dallas Gant, guys step up. Bryson Shaw was out there. I mean, there was some fresh faces out there, which was a good thing. And I think now we can get on the field and continue to build depth. I think it's just going to keep building this team and the character that we have.
All right, we'll go with two more. Start with Bill Landis, The Athletic.
Hey, Ryan, Justin was saying he felt like he had to maybe take his preparation a step forward or take the role that he has in the room a step forward with you and Corey out this week. I'm just curious how you saw that kind of take shape. I know you weren't in the same room as him, but how did he handle that?
Yeah, we had all our meetings leading up to practice, but once practice was going on, it was weird. It was like you just had to let him go, and that's hard. But I thought Keenan Bailey stepped in and did a really good job keeping that group together this week. But I thought Kevin Wilson was awesome. Put a lot of hard work into this week. The scout team, making sure that was right, making sure the looks were right, just driving the offense. And I think Kevin Wilson deserved a lot of credit for everything that went on. But at the end of the day, players play, and Justin stepped up in a big way. And I thought he took another step in leadership too. Again, I wasn't there, but listening to different people talk, it looks like he really made himself heard. And that's a big part of being a leader. It's one thing to see or have yourself seen, but you got to be felt and you got to be heard. And I think he's taken more and more steps to be that leader.
All right, we'll go to Adam Rittenberg, ESPN.
Ryan, I don't know if you have any information, but do you have any sense yet on next week in the game? And have you heard anything from Gene or any sense, just because of obviously the situation at Michigan?
No, I haven't.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Kyle Rowland, Toledo Blade.
Hey, Ryan, the decision to make Larry Johnson the interim coach, did that come from you, and just what went into that decision? Why?
Yep. This was something that was made a long time ago, when he was his title as associate head coach, and had that conversation with Gene right off the bat when I took the job. You just never know what's going to happen in today's day and age. And then obviously this year we have all these contingency plans that were already been talked about since the preseason, and it's something I feel strong about. I think Larry has great leadership. Larry understands how to motivate a team. When he stands in front of the team, the guys listen. I think his leadership had a big part of really how well our team played today and the energy that they played with. And couldn't be happier for him to see him get the Gatorade bath at the end. I had a tear in my eye. I know that he's been through a lot this year. We've all been through a lot, but to see that moment for him and for this team was special.
Hey, Mike, could I hop in real quick?
Go ahead, Clay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Down the road, this is going to be seen as a special moment in Ohio State football history. A team takes off at 9:00 at night without 23 guys. They go on the road and they win 52-10. I know you have a lot of pride in what happened today. And that moment for Larry, as you said, you had a tear in your eye that he got to, he has that W maybe in the left column now.
Yeah, I mean, we take a lot of pride in being Buckeyes, and there's so much emotion into the season, and so to see the team rally together in this moment, we certainly have a lot more football to play, but we live to see another day. And with these kind of challenges and the adversity that we've been through, it is. I think it's a moment, and it's something that everybody needs to enjoy tonight. And then we're on to the team up north.
All right,
Appreciate it.
Coach. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys.